Is there a place with sun all year round and pina coladas with pretty faces?
Good morning everyone, Liliana from Vanilla and Canela here. Welcome back to my channel and to another video. So today I have a bread recipe to share with you. This, my friends, is delicious. This is the traditional Papo Seco from Portugal. So it's if you lived in Portugal and you went to the bakers every day, this is what most people buy. It's so yummy, trust me. Yeah, I found the recipe on a Facebook group. I've already lost the lady who did it. I apologize if she ever sees this, but I appreciate your recipe, and it's already become a firm favorite in this house, and I know you guys will love it. It's very basic ingredients, so come with me and I'm going to show you how to make it. So the very first thing you want to do is to turn on your oven at the lowest temperature possible. You basically want to warm up your oven because that's where you're going to put your bread to rise, okay? So I'm going to put it on for about between 5 and 10 minutes. You do not want the oven to get super hot because it will kill the yeast in the bread, so you just want it nice and warm. So now let me walk you through the ingredients, and please don't worry, there'll be a recipe detailed in the description box. You'll need 600 grams of bread flour, 300 milliliters of water, 350. You need 10 grams of dried yeast and 10 grams of salt. That's all you need. I'm about to make this bread in my Thermomix, as you can see, but most of you don't have one, so all you need to use is your mixer with the dough hook in it, okay? So first of all, add your 350 milliliters of water. Then you add your yeast. 10 grams is 2 teaspoons. Now you're going to add your 600 grams of bread flour. And finally, your 10 grams of salt. I actually add less than 10 grams, maybe about 8, but you know, you can add more or less depending on how you like it. That's it. Now with your mixer, turn it on low until everything is combined, and then you can turn it up to medium and just leave your hook to work through that for about 7 to 10 minutes. If you have a Thermomix, just put it on for 7 minutes on the dough mixing setting, and let's do that for now. So our dough is now done. I have here an oven-proof dish which has been lightly oiled so it can go in the oven, and I'm just going to tip the dough in like so. And just try and get as much of the dough from this area as possible. There we go. And then what you want to do is put some not olive oil, I've got rapeseed oil actually, the spray. I just sprayed this aluminium foil. I'm going to cover it. This is going to stop the bread dough from getting a sort of a skin on it, like a little hard skin. This is not from the original recipe, but it's something that I found that when I made the first ones, it got a little hard skin. It did not affect the overall outcome of the bread, but I just thought, put some of that on, and now it's going to go in your warm oven. You saw me turning it off. It's literally warm, not hot, okay? So it's going to go in here for an hour, and we'll check back then. So it's been an hour. We're going to take our bread out and see what's happened to it. Look at that. That is a beauty. There you go. So now what we're going to do is we're going to divide it into buns. I guess you could make it into a big loaf if you wanted, but I'm going to show you traditionally what is it that we do. Okay, so now this is what makes them what we call papo seco, okay? With this part of your hand, you're going to squish, and don't be afraid, into the middle, and then you tuck. So it gives you them, basically looks like a baby's bum. But there you go, there's one. And I'm going to put it on a flour tray. I have a liner here. I'm just going to pop them on the tray. And I'm going to do the same. So with the side of your hand, squish and tuck. These are going to go back in the oven, that warm oven. You don't have to rewarm it or anything like that. It's still warm enough for another half an hour, just like that. So the bread has had a good half an hour to rise again. I've just turned the oven to 200 degrees, so I'm preheating it and we'll be back in a second. Okay, so now the oven is ready. All I'm going to do is sprinkle some water on top of the buns, if you can see that. And this is going to help make their crust really nice and crunchy. There we go. Let's put them in the oven. Now they'll cook for around 20 minutes. Here you are, just out of the oven. What I do is I pull one off, turn it, and then if you tap it, you hear that hollow sound, that means that they're ready. They look so gorgeous. The smell in this house is amazing. Some of those for lunch with soup, and as you saw, I put ham in the middle with butter, and it's so delicious. Now I've taken the rest, just pop them on here so they can sort of cool completely. I wanted to show you what I use to store homemade bread. It's basically a bread bag. It's plastic on the inside. I don't know if you can see that. I bought this from Lakeland quite a few years ago. I'll try and find it, or I'll link something similar for you guys below to help keep them a bit fresher. These are delicious the next day, toasted. Oh my God, so good. Toasted, or if you make a sandwich, a hot sandwich with it, superb. I hope you guys give this recipe a try and that you've enjoyed spending this almost all morning with me. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new here, please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time. Bye.